Hello everybody, and welcome back to Mumbocraft. Today is episode number 15. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there at the beginning. That was just me finishing off the project over by the end portal. That was going to be some of the episode today, but we've got my brother-in-law's brother's son here at the moment. He's got some burst eardrums, so we're looking after him while the family's on holiday. And there was a little bit of noise in the background that I couldn't cut out, so I thought I'd make it into a time lapse. I think it turned out pretty good. You're just going to have to imagine that I had some awesome, awe-inspiring commentary running in the background. I mean, trust me, it was amazing. You would have loved it. But unfortunately, it's gone forever. But you did get a cool time lapse, so that's something. We're starting the episode over here, off in the base place. First of all, we've got to thank 2 new subscribers. We have got Velicin the Crafter and Sean M. Lambert. So they are going to get their very own armour stands up here. There you go. And there you go, Velicin. So that's another 2 done there. Let's just get rid of this scaffolding. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You are so sweet. Look at you. Oh. Want one as a pet. But yeah, that's another 2 subscribers there. That's that little section filled up. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7 places left to go. As I say, I'd love to get this filled up. So once again, tell your friends, tell your mother. Sure she'd love what I do here. But what are we going to be doing today? Well, we were going to be working on the base again, as we skipped an episode over here. And I mean, let's be honest, it does still need work. However, I have an idea in my head, and I know it's not going to go away until I do it. And I know it's probably not even going to work that well on the server. But I am fed up of paying for ink sacks. Yes, paying for ink sacks. A lot of people are getting them through fishing and stuff, but I don't generally AFK that much. So I don't get that many. So I do end up going over to the shopping district and buying some, which is all very well and good. They're very reasonably priced, but what's even more reasonably priced is free. So we're going to be working on a squid farm, and we are going to be doing it not too far from here. As we all know, it's best to make squid farms in places with not much water. And the mesa does not have much water. So we're going to be building it over there. I think I found a suitable space to do it. There is some water to fill in, but not too much. But before we get on with that, I have got a couple of things to do to get prepared. So I'm going to be doing that, and I will meet you over there somewhere. Catch you in a second. Okay, everybody, we are back in the mesa by the gold farm, which is pretty handy because I believe they've already got a portal set up, so we can hijack theirs and just bring a path down to here. Awesome. as you can see, there are some bodies of water around here, but nothing that's going to take too long to fill in. There's plenty of red sand around. We can cover it up, make it look all fairly natural. There is a river just over there, I believe, but it's nothing too bad, nothing we can't fill in. What next? Next, I suppose, is to dig down. Now, I believe from my notes, squid spawn between 66 and 42. I will, of course, check that, which means we can actually dig right from the surface, which is awesome, because that's going to save me a lot of bother. But I've got to plan out kind of where this is all going to go and how large I want to make it and everything like that. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I will see you when I've made some progress. Catch you in a second, guys. Right, so got the area marked out. It's this big cross shape in the ground here. Got my beacon set up. There's a mine shaft right beneath me, plus a zombie spawner. So this could be quite an interesting project. What I'm hoping is that the zombie spawner is outside of these squares, well, rectangular bits that come off the middle here, or it's directly in the middle. Because if it's in one of those two bits, that bit or this bit here, then we can not only have a squid farm, but an XP farm at the same time, which would be pretty mega. But yeah, got my beacon set up, rocking the haste too at the moment, so looks like I have got to get digging. I will catch you guys in probably 7 days. See you in a bit. Okay then, guys, quick little progress update. Here we are with a load of chests full of stuff. Those are all full, that one's full, we're on to this one, and I have done this. Mighty fine hole you got there. Yeah. So I've been pretty busy. I've also spent quite a lot of time doing this. Sadly, I couldn't save the spawner. It was right in the middle of that patch there, which is right in one of the killing chambers. And yeah, I committed the cardinal sin, and I destroyed it. I'm very sorry. But we have got a lot done. Now, I've been in quite a few holes in my time, and I've got to say, this is a very pretty hole. Very pretty. Just got this bit to work on now, which should take me about another hour and a half to dig out. Thank God for the beacon. I'm glad I've got a mobile one now. But I suppose we should really talk about what we are going to be doing in here. And I've left on my blocks. Let me just quickly go and get some blocks, and then I will explain what we're doing here. So let's pop into this one. Let's get some stained clay, and so I'm sure most of you have seen a squid farm before. We are going to be using, I believe it's DocM and JL's version. Unfortunately, we can't use the 1.8 floaty water bug, so we're going to have to be a little bit creative, but that ain't no thing. So what we're going to have is we're going to have this pattern going all the way across this bit here, across that bit there, and that bit there. We might do some of it in here. I'm not entirely sure. The only way that we can do it, it will slow down the rate at which the squid die. So I don't know whether this farm is going to work better having more spawning spaces and less efficiency, or having higher efficiency and a bit less spawning space. It's something that we can play with. We can always dig out these corners if I have to. But yeah, so let's get my bucket of water. Bucket of water's out. So what we'll be doing is we'll be filling all of these holes with flowing water, and that will, is there any way we can see? Yeah, that will flow down to level 42, I believe, where we will have rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of signs going across. So the water won't be able to pass through the signs, but the squid will. And the reason that we set out the water streams like this is that, can we go over here and see it? Let's go over here and see it instead. The squid, as soon as they spawn, they try to swim horizontally, and if there's a gap, it doesn't matter what's there. Like, it could be a solid block or it could be an air block like this. They will just try and swim sideways, which means they will go straight into air and fall straight down. They might hit the water stream at the bottom, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. But that just means that the squid get to their death quicker, which means that then you can get another spawn in. Another good thing about this one is that they still pack spawn, despite the fact that they've got air blocks in between. I haven't actually worked out how many spawning spaces this is going to give us, but it should be quite a few. It's definitely more than Doc and JL have on their tutorial of the farm. And then at the bottom, they will hopefully die from fall damage. If not, then they will die from asphyxiation, because they can only survive in water, so they will drown in the air, provided, and we will have some hopper minecarts picking up their drops from underneath, which will then go straight into a central collection area there. I might make it a little bit interesting. Maybe you stand in the middle and get showered in ink sacks or something. Not entirely sure just yet, but we'll have to work that one out. Yeah, that's really it for the moment. I've been doing a lot of digging, got a lot more digging to do. I guess I will bring you back in once this has been cleared out. Catch you in about 2 hours, guys. Bye! Ladies and gentlemen, look what we've got. We got a slime chunk. This is brilliant news. It might mean that we convert one of these areas into a slime farm and then have all of this as a squid farm. Oh my. I've got to work this out. Anyway, a little bit of digging left to do, a little bit of slime killing left to do, and I will be right back with you. Catch you in a second. Bye. And we're back. We are fully dug out. We've got some scaffolding in place. So this is a Y40. Oh, sorry, I've still got my F3 screen on. How terribly rude of me. Anyway, the dirt's placed at Y41. Squid spawn at 62 to 42, I believe. So, or is that placed at 40? Either way, signs are going to be going across this section here. We're going to have to wall this section off, as well as that section and that section. But that's not going to be too much of a hassle. Just don't know what block I'm going to use. What else? What else? Well, after that, I guess it's time to start putting the water tanks in and see if we get any spawns. I've left this side blank. I'm not going to convert this into a squid farm yet, not until I find out what the kind of spawn rates are for slimes here, and whether the chunk is within the section that I've cleared out. If it is, then I will make a slime farm here. If it is not, then I'll probably just turn it into another squid spawning chamber, purely for the fact that there are slime farms on the server already, and there are shops which have very reasonable prices, and I don't use slime that much. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I need to go and smash some of these dead bushes for their sticks, because clever me brought hardly any wood over with him. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the signs in, I will make a start on the water chambers, and then I will bring you in when that is all done. Catch you guys in a second. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, we are back. As you can see, I've done one of the honeycomb sections. This has taken me quite a while. This is probably why on the last server the squid farm was a community project and not just one little person derping about not really knowing what they're doing. As you can see down here, I've put a small wall of blue stained glass. Probably going to change that out just because of the amount of sand and smelting I'd need. I'll probably might keep like a central portion of it as blue glass. But also, I haven't decorated the walls, so they're going to be ugly as sin. But yeah, now I guess it's time to put the water in and hope that I've done everything right. Oh, I think I have. I think I have. Yeah, yeah! Woohoo! Yay! As I said, the squid will kind of get trapped, not trapped in that water, but it will stop them from falling as fast or as far, which isn't too bad because it's got a 14, maybe a 15 block drop underneath, and I believe that is enough to kill them with full damage. One hopes. But now I'm going to have to do this quite a lot of times, which is incredibly boring. It's so boring that I don't even want you here to witness my boredom. So I'm going to make a cut, and I will see you when I've got this thing filled in. Catch you in a second, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the spawning chambers are in. And don't they look pretty? I love this design. Right. What are the updates? Other than the fact that I've got all of the spawning chambers in. I don't know whether I mentioned in the last clip, I decided not to go for the slime farm in the corner here. Just because the rates weren't super duper. I think I only had one more slime spawn in all the time I was building this. So I think I might just be in like a quarter of a chunk or something right in the corner. But yeah, I didn't think it was really worth it, so I haven't bothered. What else? I did a quick 5-minute AFK test and got myself 62 ink sacks. So they are going to go into my little chesticle over here, along with the rest of them all down here. That's not a bad little haul, all things considered. Now, bearing in mind, at the moment, there is only 6 people on, including myself, so that's pretty much as ideal as you're going to get in these situations, other than just being the only player on. But that's not going to happen, I'd imagine. So that's not bad, I don't think. Obviously, the squid mob cap is shared between all of the players on the server, so if somebody is next to like an ocean or something like that, it's going to take up quite a significant amount of the squid spawns, because you often get 20 or 30 odd squids dotted around in an ocean just when you're wandering by it. Oh, there we go, got a spawn just there. I haven't seen too many pack spawns at the moment, which is a real shame. But as I say, the rates aren't that bad. I think that once you've AFK'd here for like a good 20 or 30 minutes, this thing might warm up, as it were, and start producing a bit more. But I really want to get the bulk of the project done today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start putting in the collection systems for these things so that you can have a proper AFK test and you don't have to pick up the drops manually. So I'm going to start rocking that. I probably make a cut when I'm actually finished with it, because I don't think I've got that much recording time left, and I really want to get this project done. So, oh, another one. So I'm going to do that, and I will bring you back in when I'm all good. See you in a second, guys. Bye. Okie dokie, everybody. We are back with a glitchy minecart. All of the rails are in. This has taken me far, far too long. I thought I had quite a bit of gold. Turns out I didn't. And I especially don't now. That is literally all of my gold left. So I'm going to have to go and AFK at the gold farm, which is just over in that direction. But anyway, yeah, all of them are in. I assume it's going to do its job. I will get round to half slabbing this, just along the top there, so that obviously when any squid fall down, they're not going to disrupt the minecarts. I did have to chisel out a little track down here, because otherwise it didn't line up properly, which means that I could have taken these one out, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. I've done it. I've dug it all. I ain't changing it. It's done, sort of. Need to decorate it, but apart from that, it's done. It's nearly done. This has taken me quite a while. This has probably been my longest recording session yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick cut here. I'm going to go away for an hour, maybe a couple of hours, do a bit of AFK, and just see what I get. Not expecting incredible things, because there's now quite a few people on the server. But I will log back in again early in the morning, before I go to work, because generally there's less people on then, and I'll just AFK for a bit and see what I get. But I'm going to do an AFK test now and see what I get, and I'll bring you back in, and then that will probably be the end of the video. Catch you guys in a second. Bye bye. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am in my little AFK tube. I've been gone for about an hour, I'd say, maybe a little bit less. We're going to bust out of here, and we're going to check to see what's been going on. All the minecarts are still moving. I did have 2 on each of these rails, but I decided to take it down. They go through the course well within 5 minutes, so we're not going to lose any drops. And they ended up bumping into each other and stuff, which wasn't great. But we are going to check the chests and see what we have got. Wow. Wow. 39. 39 in there. Let's check the next one. Oh. 13. And it gets worse. 11. And last one. 19. Okay, well that's over a stack for an hour. That's it's obviously not as good as it would be if you're on your single player or there was less people on the server. As I say, you know, if half of those people are near an ocean, then that's pretty much them taking up the squid mob cap. But that's not bad, and what that also suggests is, I believe this one was 39, and then there was, what was it, 11 in here, and then, yeah, so these 2 were the least producing ones. So that says to me that over in that direction and that direction, there may very well be bodies of water that we need to clear up, which is not something I'm going to do today. I'm a little bit sick of the sight of this project at the moment. This has been probably about 20 hours work, like when you put it all together. Yeah, there's a good chance that I need to go caving and stuff around there. Yeah, because there's no water on the surface, but there may be some kind of underground, like an underground lake or pond or something that I need to fill in. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video, I think. I'm going to do a bit of water filling and stuff off camera. I don't think I'm going to decorate this just yet. It's going to be a project that I come back to. Next couple of episodes, I believe we'll be working back over near the base, or in the base, which should be good fun. Hopefully, I will see you there. If you have enjoyed this video or this project, please feel free to leave a like. And if you don't want to miss the rest of the series, then hit that subscribe button. But thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully catch you next time. Bye bye, everybody.